Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel, where we delve into the intricate world of the British royal family, exploring the stories and events that shape its remarkable history and its enduring presence in our lives. Today, we embark on a deeply compelling and, dare I say, somewhat poignant journey, as we discuss the latest developments surrounding a figure who has long captivated the public imagination with her vivacity, her challenges, and her remarkable resilience. Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York. The whispers and headlines are growing louder, suggesting that her storied royal chapter might, at long last, be drawing to a definitive close, all following the revelation of an email exchange with the now infamous Jeffrey Epstein. Before we immerse ourselves in this unfolding narrative, I kindly ask you to take a moment to show your support. If you appreciate our in-depth explorations, please remember to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments below, and, most importantly, subscribe to our channel to ensure you never miss an update on the fascinating sagas of the monarchy. Your engagement truly helps us continue bringing these stories to you. Now, let us turn our attention to the Duchess of York, often affectionately known as Fergie. Her journey into the royal spotlight began with such promise, a whirlwind romance culminating in a fairy tale wedding to Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, in 1986. Yet her path within the royal firm has been anything but conventional, marked by spirited independence, periods of estrangement, and a remarkable knack for rebounding from controversy. Throughout the decades, Sarah Ferguson has navigated the treacherous waters of public scrutiny with a unique blend of vulnerability and unwavering spirit. She has been a constant presence, sometimes at the periphery, sometimes closer to the heart of royal life, always a subject of intense public interest. The latest wave of intense discussion and critical analysis stems from an email, the contents of which have proven to be exceptionally challenging for the Duchess. It was revealed that Sarah Ferguson had sent correspondence to Jeffrey Epstein, a man whose name is now synonymous with deeply disturbing and abhorrent crimes, a convicted sex offender whose actions have cast a long, dark shadow over many who were once associated with him. The particular phrase that ignited a firestorm of criticism, a phrase that resonated with profound discomfort across the globe, was her characterization of Epstein as her steadfast, generous, and supreme friend. To many, this description, given the gravity of Epstein's documented transgressions, was not merely ill-judged, but deeply troubling, prompting an immediate and widespread public outcry. The backlash was swift and severe, a torrent of condemnation that threatened to engulf the Duchess once more. In response to this powerful wave of public disapprobation, a spokesperson for Sarah Ferguson bravely stepped forward to address the burgeoning scandal. The Duchess, through her representative, conveyed a message of profound regret, acknowledging the immense error in judgment of contacting Epstein. The spokesperson went further, revealing a crucial, though perhaps still controversial detail: that Epstein had been threatening to inflict harm upon her family at the time of their communication. This revelation adds a complex layer to the narrative, suggesting that her contact, however misguided it may appear in hindsight, might have been made under duress, an attempt to protect those dearest to her from a man known for his manipulative and destructive tendencies. While this explanation offers a glimpse into the pressures she may have faced, it has done little to fully quell the public's concern or erase the memory of that deeply regrettable phrase. The gravity of the situation has not gone unnoticed by those who keenly observe the inner workings of the British monarchy. Indeed, the very future of Sarah Ferguson within the royal sphere has become a central topic of conversation among senior royal experts. This pivotal discussion recently unfolded during a new episode of the Daily Mail's Palace Confidential, a platform renowned for its insightful and often candid analysis of royal affairs. It was here that some of the most pointed and perhaps definitive assessments of the Duchess's current predicament were shared. Among the esteemed commentators was Andrew Lowney, the accomplished author of entitled The Rise and Fall of the House of York, a work that offers a penetrating look into the very lineage Sarah Ferguson married into. Lowney, with his deep historical understanding of the family, offered a rather stark assessment. He claimed that the Duchess of York, who has developed a reputation for popping back into the royal fold despite numerous past controversies, might finally have reached a point of no return. His words painted a vivid picture of her remarkable ability to reappear on the royal stage, likening her to an almost mythical figure within the institution. Loney elaborated on this intriguing comparison, stating with a knowing air, "Never say never with Sarah Ferguson. She does keep popping back. She is a sort of Houdini of the royal family, and we thought it would be the end of her in 2010 when she had the news of the world sting for selling access to Andrew." This reference to the Houdini of the royal family is particularly telling. It speaks to a pattern of a public figure who, time and again, has managed to extricate herself from seemingly impossible situations, often against all odds and public expectation. The 2010 scandal, to which Loney refers, was a particularly damaging episode. It involved an undercover reporter from the now-defunct News of the World tabloid, posing as a wealthy businessman who secretly filmed the Duchess offering to sell access to her former husband, Prince Andrew, for a substantial sum, reportedly $500,000. This incident, caught on tape, sent shockwaves through the monarchy and the public alike, leading many at the time to believe that her association with the royal family, even on its fringes, was irrevocably severed. Yet, against all predictions, Fergie, in her inimitable style, eventually found ways to re-emerge, maintaining a presence, albeit a sometimes controversial one, in royal life. However, Loney believes that the current scandal, the one involving the Epstein email, represents a challenge of an entirely different magnitude. Speaking of this specific incident, the royal expert added, with a tone that suggested a profound shift in circumstances, "But I think this is a slightly different order. Her 9th life is gone, but she may well go off to China or indeed back to the States." The metaphor of a cat having 9 lives is a powerful one, implying that Sarah Ferguson has exhausted her extraordinary capacity for recovery and reintegration. For Loney, this particular controversy, given the universally condemned nature of Epstein's crimes and the directness of her praise for him, transcends previous missteps. It is not merely a financial impropriety or a social gaffe. It touches upon deeply held moral sensibilities. His speculation about her future, perhaps seeking new horizons in places like China or the United States, suggests a potential retreat from the intense glare of British public life, a search for opportunities, and perhaps a fresh start far from the scrutiny of the UK media and royal watchers. Echoing some of Loney's sentiments, but also offering a crucial distinction, was Richard Eden, another highly respected senior royal commentator. Eden, while acknowledging the gravity of the Duchess's situation, offered a reassuring perspective regarding her daughters. He firmly believes that the future of Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, the beloved daughters of Prince Andrew and Fergie, remains secure and unblemished by their mother's recent troubles. His reasoning is straightforward and compelling. Both princesses have consistently conducted themselves with impeccable decorum and have never put a foot wrong in their public roles. Their dedication to their duties, their charitable endeavors, and their personal lives have remained beyond reproach, ensuring their positions within the extended royal family are safe, regardless of the controversies that swirl around their parents. This distinction is vital as it underscores the principle that the actions of one family member, however high profile, do not automatically taint the standing of others, particularly those who have maintained a faultless public image. However, when it came to the Duchess of York's own role in public life, Eden's assessment aligned closely with Loney's, suggesting a consensus among seasoned royal observers. Shedding light on what he perceives as the inevitable outcome for Fergie, he stated with remarkable clarity and conviction, "I personally think it should be the end of the Duchess of York and her role in public life. I don't see how it can't be." This is a profoundly significant statement, coming from a commentator of Eden's standing. It implies that the Epstein email scandal is not just another hurdle for Sarah Ferguson to overcome, but a fundamental breach of public trust that makes her continued presence in any official or even semi-official royal capacity untenable. The phrase, "I don't see how it can't be," conveys a sense of finality, a logical conclusion to a series of events that have cumulatively eroded her public standing to an irreversible degree. The weight of these expert opinions, combined with the lingering shock and deep discomfort surrounding the Epstein email, has given rise to widespread speculation. Whispers are now circulating, suggesting that Sarah Ferguson might indeed be steeling herself for an emotional farewell, not just to the royal family in its official capacity, but perhaps to the British public as a whole. The indelible mark left by the Epstein Association, the profound difficulty for many to simply forget or overlook the nature of her contact and her description of him, appears to have created an insurmountable barrier. This potential emotional farewell would mark a truly significant turning point in the Duchess's life. For decades, despite her divorce from Prince Andrew in 1996, she has maintained a close relationship with him, and to varying degrees with other members of the royal family. She has lived at Royal Lodge, a residence on the Windsor estate, alongside Prince Andrew, and has often been seen at important family events, including the recent coronation of King Charles III. Her continued presence, even in an unofficial capacity, has always symbolized her enduring connection to the institution. A farewell, therefore, would signify a conscious and perhaps painful decision to step away entirely, to sever those remaining threads of public association that have defined so much of her existence. The implications of such a departure are multifaceted. For Sarah Ferguson herself, it would mean forging a new path, perhaps in the international philanthropic work she has championed, or in her writing, but without the implicit or even explicit association with the British monarchy that has given her platforms and attention. For the royal family, it would mean a clearer delineation, perhaps a simplification of its public image, an attempt to distance itself from any lingering controversies associated with Epstein, particularly given Prince Andrew's own past connections to him, which have caused immense reputational damage to the institution. While the email in question was from Sarah, the shadow of Epstein has unfortunately touched multiple members of the wider royal circle. The public's perception, particularly among those who have followed the royal family for decades, is complex. There has always been an element of sympathy for Fergie, for her often misunderstood nature, her warmth, and her struggles. Yet there is also a deep-seated expectation of propriety and judgment, especially when it comes to associations with individuals like Epstein. The shock of the Epstein email is indeed difficult to forget because it touches upon a moral core that resonates deeply with the public. It asks profound questions about judgment, about the circles one keeps, and about the responsibility that comes with even an indirect association with the monarchy. Ultimately, this unfolding narrative is a testament to the enduring power and scrutiny that surrounds the British royal family. Every action, every word, every association, particularly for those who have once stood so close to the throne, is weighed, analyzed, and judged. Sarah Ferguson's journey has been a testament to resilience, but also to the unforgiving nature of public life, particularly when intertwined with the expectations of royalty. So, as we reflect on this pivotal moment, the words of the experts resonate. Is this truly the definitive end for Sarah Ferguson's role in public life, her 9th life finally extinguished? Or will the Houdini of the royal family once again find an unexpected path to reemergence, albeit perhaps in an entirely different guise? This event certainly gives us much to reflect upon regarding the complexities of royal life, the unforgiving nature of public perception, and the enduring consequences of association. What are your thoughts on this truly complex situation? Do you believe this is indeed the final chapter for the Duchess of York's public role? Or do you foresee another unexpected twist in her remarkable story? Please share your insights and opinions in the comments section below. We always value your thoughtful contributions to these important discussions. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more in-depth royal analyses, and join us for our next update as we continue to explore the ever-unfolding sagas of the British monarchy. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.